Alright, so we got this Honda 2006 Honda Odyssey, and notice as soon as you open the door, there's no power to this thing. What's going on here? Stick the key in, nothing. See that? Nothing. So what has happened? Alright, a couple things. In a situation like this, obviously the first thing you want to do is test the battery. I've already tested the battery. Battery tested out good. Then the next thing you want to do is check your wiring connections and check your fuses as well. Now, one neat thing on a Honda, on these newer Hondas, is you have a double-sided fuse here, here, and here. All right, and you can test it by basically getting a test light and testing to see if you have current going through there. So if you don't have current through there, then obviously you're gonna have a problem. And actually, I've already figured out what was wrong with this, so I decided to make a video to show you. But these basically screw out. And lift out. Now, one thing about a fuse, fuses are designed to blow whenever there's a problem. They don't just blow for no reason. So whenever you do have some type of problem like that, you need to research it and find out what caused it to blow. So in this case, we got to researching, and we found a problem to be the wire that comes from, that feeds into the fuse box, is making contact here with the power steering pulley. So if you ever have this problem, you're not getting power into your car, the first thing you want to check, like I said, is that right there. This is a 2006 Honda Odyssey. Basically, anytime you have an electrical problem, you want to try to search all the wires and find if you have any faults. Now, you'll notice here we replaced the battery cable terminal ends. The original battery cable end that was on there, you see how white looking that is? That's got a bunch of corrosion down in that wire. We can look at it in the middle. Nothing but corrosion there. So you're not going to get a good electrical current going through there like you should. This was the tip on it. So we replaced all that, and the car drove away. Customer was happy, and then a few minutes later he called and said, I'm still having the same problem. But what the problem is the way that they have routed this wire from the factory. As you can see right there, had it short out and cause all type of little issues. It gave a computer code of I can't remember what the exact code was right offhand, but basically it was saying like check for faulty wires, and if or to check for the connections going into the PCM. If that doesn't solve it, then you would need to replace the PCM. But in this case, we don't need to replace the PCM. We need to replace that wire right there. So if you have any questions or comments, please subscribe, chat, post. I hope this helps those of you out that's got a weird problem. Again, this is just a weird, out of the normal thing for a Honda, but it can happen to any car. Again, all it takes is one wire to touch in the wrong place, and it'll ground out and blow your fuses and everything else. All right, if you have any questions, comments, please chat, subscribe, post. Other than that, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Fuse here, you'll need a Phillips head screwdriver. You got two Phillips head screws to take off. Alright, and then over here there's two tabs on each side. There's a tab there, you have to push forward, and a tab there to push forward. And then you can lift out. If you can't lift that thing up, use like a little screwdriver or something, pry right there. Okay, or if you got some pliers, needle nose pliers or something, you can reach in there and grab it. I'm gonna grab that and pull that out. I'll be right back. Alright, so we got the two tabs moved back. Now we can wiggle that up and out. And you notice down in there, you see that line that's broken at the top right there? That's your main power supply for your car, basically. I'm not sure, I guess that's the 120 side. And you have a 70 side there. We'll see how that's different. I'll show you a good one in a second, that way you can really tell the difference. But that line in the middle of that is broke, and that's why we have no power in the car. That two-sided fuse, and if I can focus in on it, you'll see that one down there is intact, but the one up here is broken, and that's why we have the loss of power in there. This is a 120/70. This is a 120 that I have, and you look down in there, you see how that looks? You can actually see that it's together. That's the way it should look roughly. Anytime you have this and it's burnt out like that, then obviously it's not going to work, and that's what's causing your problem. But the overall question is, what caused this to blow? All right, so we're going to show you that. But our problem of what's going on here is when we look down through the routing, you see that right there in the side? So that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is your problem, or our problem today. See that? That's the wire, and here you have the belt, a belt pulley. Let's take this off. Power steering pump. So the power steering pump pulley is spinning around, and when the customer would hit a bump, it would cause this wire to jiggle, and this wire would move into that, and that grounds it out. Okay, this is the positive wire coming off of the alternator going into the fuse box, and what happens is this wire gets too close to that and it grounds it out. Now, to fix that problem, all you have to do is simply, well, first of all, I would suggest getting a new wire, but then whenever you reroute it, route it behind the air conditioner lines, and that will hold it back from moving forward to the thing. I don't know why they didn't do that from the factory. Maybe this is just an exception to the rule where they got too quick or something. But this is what you can see, it even sparked right there. I probably just blew that fuse. So that is our problem, ladies and gentlemen. That's where that wire is making contact there. See that? It's going to eating the insulation away, and once that metal makes contact with it, then it will shorten out the fuse and causing that issue. So we're going to replace the line and the fuse. That should take care of our now issue. We got our new wire in. You'll notice it's behind the AC pressure hoses, the air conditioner lines. That way it won't be able to get over here and rub this. Then we're also going to put it above the power steering hose line. That way it won't be able to sag down and get there. And the alternator's down in there, and we'll be able to hook that back up without having any issues. Now, we will be going under the air conditioner line here. All right. Because this piece has a tab that will actually hold it up off of there. So, but the main problem is you don't want it near that right there. So we'll put that on. Normally when we open this car up, notice how the dash lights up, everything lights up, it's ready to go. Okay, now that we replaced that fuse and that wire, everything's working. All right, hope this helps you out a lot. We got that done. Let's see what we do. Look at that, all your lights. The vehicle starts up great. All right, so if you have that issue, check your electrical connections. That should help you out. On some Hondas, there's a main relay. You might also want to check that if you have a problem not getting any power or anything. But for those weird, unusual things, this hopefully will help you out. If you have any questions, comments, please post, chat, subscribe. Again, thank you for watching. And I'll do a little bit of power steering fluid for the noise. But as you can see now, that belt can turn and not have to worry about hitting any electrical wires. Alright, we're going to add some power steering fluid and get this baby out of here. Have a great day.